Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Mancunian Way. My name is Martin. I'm your host, joined by Ed. How are you, mate?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Good. Hope you're well. Glad you're all right. Now, obviously, despite yesterday's result, and everyone's going to go into a meltdown. I get it. Baby in the bathwater's come out again, and everyone's gone back to meltdown. The squad shit, Pep shit,
Yeah.
Everyone's shit again. It is what it is. Right, we're going to go into it. First things first. People are allowed their opinions. You don't have to agree with me or Ed. You don't have to agree with people in the chat. But do not start slagging people off. If you think this player is good, you are clueless. You are part of the problem, blah, blah, blah. People are entitled to their own opinions. Yeah, and that's absolutely fine. So big up, Jack. Keep the faith blues. We was very poor, but long way to go. Yeah, 26 games. We can still do this. Failing that, go on and complete for the UCL. All good. Yeah, that was just what I said. Please smash those likes. Thank you. Adam, we were absolutely shit yesterday. Newcastle deserved win. Disagree. Number 26, you can get the hell out of my... Oh, we're not even naming him anymore. We're just putting his squad number on now.
Oh, my God.
You can get the hell out of my club.
It wasn't a good cameo, but guys, calm down, man.
You are the worst player I've ever seen at City. I've only supported City 5 minutes. We've had far worse than him. You must win on... It's your opinion, mate. You must win on Tuesday and Saturday against Leeds. Yes, we were... shit, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. I still back us to win the league or failing that UCL. We will quit it.
Wait, Martin, before I can't, Martin, let me just come in here, man, because I'm guys, our finishing was shit. Okay, our finishing was shit. The overall play was not shit. Our finishing was for sure. Sorry, I just had to say that. I'm tired of reading the comments about we played shit.
If anyone comes in and out to defend number 26, you are part of the problem. Yeah. Adam Quinn, 26 has a name, by the way. Big boy Sabino, never mind all the haters. I'm no fan of number 26, but he wasn't the only one a poor performance. Jeez, I didn't know we were judging 10-minute cameos anymore. Anyway, we'll get into it as we're going along. I could call him a lot worse if you want me to. Personally, think the league is done, not because of the points gap, but the issues that exist, namely that we are extremely poor away from home and we rely primarily on Haaland to score the goals. We need someone to step up in away games when we need to win the games. Thought we were a little soft in parts, not quite direct enough decisively collectively. Savinho was the worst player on the pitch yesterday. He wasn't, never mind. Donnarumma was a shining light. Some Banksy-like saves. Congratulations to Newcastle on winning We Beat Manchester City trophy. Yes, everyone smash the like, subscribe, except for the loss. I hope everyone is well. Newcastle. Oh, change that a minute. Yep, Newcastle will think they did something huge, but their inconsistency will continue. Just saying. Forgot to say evening, everyone. Evening, Sam. Good evening, King Clads. How are you? Rose says both Savinho and Bob are absolutely awful. Can't believe the club will continue with the level of wingers. We need to be more clinical in front of goal. Oh dear, the reffing of the match was horrific. Sure, the pocket with the cards was sewn shut for most of the game. Need Mamouche to start on the left wing. Diaz is better at shooting than Sabio. More goal scorers, less dribble merchants. Sabino and Bob are absolutely awful. Can't believe Pep has to work with these level of players. Pep chose them. More clinical and less balls or defensive areas, then we can challenge. Hello, Martin. Stop being happy clapper. 4 losses in 12. Please stop telling me how to support, please, David. Poor away performance, can't compete with the title. Keep telling you, stop telling people how to support. Support how you want to do. Good job. We don't rely on Spurs to save us. Need to go on another run again. At least Arsenal winning the league. Abdullah, thank you for the 199, mate. Much appreciated. The FA Cup is a must. Top 4 after 2 losses. Funny how Arsenal had barely chances and took 2 of them in the first half. Wondered how Foden and Haaland did yesterday with the 4 chances. Darstream at the Mo. Tino Libermento showed yesterday how good he is. Absolutely worth whatever Newcastle were asking. Martin just accepts it's Arsenal's year. Yesterday's match reminded me of the 4-4 at Stamford Bridge a couple of years ago, and the honest prize the result wasn't the same. I'd agree with that. We need to make an attacking signing in January. Can't sign anyone at the moment. Is this what being a City fan is now? Fuck me, this fan base is not a good spot at the moment. By the way, Newcastle deserved the win. Disagree, especially with the way they changed their approach to putting Doku out the game. Yesterday, Newcastle were poor yesterday. Spartacus, how about you tell those people close to Sabio to teach them how to shoot? Martin, mate, just accept it's Arsenal's year. They're clear of everyone else. They're dominating the league with loads of injuries, even though City have had far more injuries, factually. It's over for us and Chelsea. Chelsea, unfortunately, another boring year ahead. Leeds very physical today. We are ready for that.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, happy clappers. People are forgetting that a new team that is building and adapting from a shocking season last year. We didn't expect us to win the league this year. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. Big up, Luke, for the 17, mate. Appreciate that. Savio had 15 minutes. Well, he had about 13 minutes. It was weird because I asked someone on Reinders and they said, I can't judge Reinders. He played 13 minutes. But we judge Savinho and Bob in the same amount of time.
Did you like the subs, Martin?
No, but I'll get into that in a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everything was perfect, but I think we're doing a baby in the bathwater job at the moment. But it's people's opinion. Martin, what's your short-term or Toulouse just winning at difficult away grounds per constructed skin to melting down? And that's what we're going to do when we get into it, Kyle. I will not take losing Spurs for another season. The excuse being it's Spurs. What do you mean I will not take? What happens if you... Okay. I don't understand that part. Why, what are you going to do? Have a march? Stop supporting the club? What do you mean by I'm not taking it anymore? I don't understand these comments. They're just emotional comments, and I understand the emotionalness. But let's calm down just sadly a little bit here. Because people are saying things in the heat at the moment that they don't mean. Is it me or we play worse when we have more of the ball? Villa, Newcastle, Brighton. Actually, I think Villa was far worse than yesterday, but we'll get into it in a minute. Sorry, back in a minute. The babies are crying. Richarlison, did he take his shirt off after scoring? Right, there's loads going on, and I get it. Don't know about, but also getting nervous. Roughhouse tactics by Newcastle. Good evening, Pardo. Paid dividends. Tonali committed at least 6,000 Docker alone and wasn't booked. Sabino was not the problem yesterday. He wasn't good, but many were not. Right, okay, I'm going to get into it. That starting lineup, when we got going, was absolutely... Good evening, Baz. I will warn you, this is going to be very City heat at the moment. There's a lot of emotions, heat, and everything. Right.
Good evening.
I understand everyone is emotional. I get everyone is angry because, including myself, everyone up there and thought we'd get 3 points. I get it. The 11 that was chosen, if you'd have put a vote out 99% before the game, that 11 was what 99.9% would have chosen. Now what we're doing is, because we've lost, we've now gone into the revisionism. We should have done this. We should have done that. We should have done A, B, C, and D. That's on reflection afterwards. If I'm going to be honest, was there poorness? Yes. Did we make errors? Yes. But this, there's some things I've heard, City's worst performance of the season. Well, open your eyes and start watching City a bit closely because we've had far worse performances this season. Villa away being one of them. Tottenham at home being another. Sometimes you have to hold your hand up and say the opposition were just better, especially in the second half, through a tactical change that was done by Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
Because tactically in the second half, he saw Jeremy Doku was the threat coming inside. So what did he do? He overloaded the midfield to stop Doku coming inside. This is why I'm saying when everyone sits there and gives me this thing, did City play bad? No. Did we finish our chances? No. In the same way I keep hearing Newcastle could have been 3 or 4-0 up, Manchester City could have been 3 or 4-0 up.
Well, it should have been 1-1 after 3 minutes.
But yeah, this is crazy. It's baby and bathwater stuff, this. I'm not going to go loads into the referee because, yes, the referee was shit. I'm not going to deny it. The goal was offside. It was a penalty. I've got all the evidence ready to show. It is what it is. But Newcastle, tactically, were better than us.
So is Eddie Howe going to get some credit now?
And I get what?
Is Eddie Howe going to get some credit now?
No, he did it. I mean, the second half, I thought he really did a good job.
Got credit. But the trouble is, one result
doesn't make a season.
I'm going to make this. Yesterday, there was 27 games. I'm going to ask a very simple question. I'm going to ask this to Rowe. I'm going to ask this to Amar. I'm going to ask this to Adam Quinn and others who have destroyed everyone. And I want an honest answer. Did you think we would win 27 out of 27 games?
Nobody does that.
And did you think we were going to go undefeated for the rest of the season?
Oh, nobody does that either.
So why are we melting down the way we're doing? There wasn't this meltdown after Villa. So either we've gone in with a touch of arrogance after our latest run, which I think's a little bit of a truth here. I think we've all gone in with a little bit of arrogance. We got a bit carried away and we thought this, that and the other. Right? Manchester City have come back from far bigger gaps, far worse in the season. I'm going to put this to right now. We didn't win. We were garbage up until February in the treble season. February. I'm not saying City will win the league. I still think we're in it. Look, Arsenal are not going to win 26 out of 26.
They're not, but they're not going to lose enough, though, are they? I don't think.
No, but we'll see.
We're winning today, 3-1 again against Spurs.
Yeah.
Everyone thought that could have been a bit of a slip up with it being a London
Well, it's
derby.
3-1 now. We're 3-0
3-1. Yeah. 3-1.
No, Chelsea would be the test for them. Chelsea would be the test. Not Spurs.
And the thing is, yeah, some players were poor. Haaland was poor. Foden was poor. But this is the other thing I've heard today. Foden's worst game ever in a City shirt really wasn't. In my honest opinion, it wasn't. I saw him play worse last season.
Should have buried his chance.
I just think we're baby in the bathwater. We were shit the whole game. Disagree with that.
Do you? Because obviously when we spoke,
I disagree with that. I don't think we were. You don't create 17 chances and say you're shit.
We spoke before the game, and you said, Man City, you've changed the way you play. We don't have this possession-based football anymore. We wait to counter-attack on teams.
Which was going to be my next point, because we both swapped positions and went back to our normal selves yesterday. City went back to possession-based. You went to transition.
Yeah, that caught me off guard. I'm not going to lie. Newcastle was very deep. Deep yesterday.
Yeah. That's why Eddie Howe is a great manager.
And that's the part. This is what I mean.
Right.
Let's look at this in an analytical point of view. Yes, we changed our style. Newcastle changed their style. It was a basketball game yesterday. For the first half, that was end-to-end. You have a shot, we have a shot. You have a shot, we have a shot.
Yeah.
That's the way it was. Me and Baz were texting because I was watching the game before I went into the concert, and it was like, we were going, could be 1-0, 1-0, 2-1, 2 each. And that's the way we were going. It was literally like a basketball game.
So there were big chances as well. There weren't spectacular.
Yeah, clear chances, clear.
Harvey Barnes should have scored after 26 seconds. Then Haaland should have scored after 2.5 minutes. I don't know what Nick Pope was doing when he came racing out of his goal to meet him. I thought, Jesus Christ, here we go. He's going to clatter him and get sent off. Luckily.
Look, this is what Rowe puts. Donnarumma saved the team from humiliation. I agree. But you talk like City didn't have many. City had loads of chances, Rowe.
I would say that 3 clear-cut chances. And I would say we had...
You got the Bernardo one.
5 or 6.
The Haaland one. Well, Haaland had 2. The one when he should have lobbed Pope.
More, I've seen him even go by the keeper in that situation and slot it away. I've seen him just put it onto his right foot and then slot it away where the keeper comes out. Because that's a hard lob from that distance. I thought he was just gonna dribble by him, slot it in. It's an open net. That's what I thought he was gonna do.
What have I told you about Haaland against Newcastle?
That's what I thought. He's done that so many times, though, Baz. Like, I've seen him just dribble past the keeper, slot it away. And I was like, why are you trying to do a lob from 20 yards out?
He just can't score against the
Amar, thank you for the 19 months. Appreciate that. And then followed it up with Super Chat. Newcastle did well yesterday with their 12 men. Right, I'm going to get this bit out of the way because I don't want to spend the line talking about it. Me and Baz went through it. Right. Nowhere in the football law, in the rule book, does it say the ball has gone and been kicked, so you can't give a foul.
I agree. I literally crapped myself thinking that was a penalty.
I know you were bantering. I know you were. You were like, nah, no, wrong with that. And I'm like, you're lying.
The one thing I would say was clear for Shaw is that he was trying to block the shot. He was just late, and Foden got his shot off.
Yeah.
So did it interrupt his shot? I don't think it did. I think it was just a bad miss.
But
again,
he took him out. You can't 2-foot someone after the ball's gone and
There was only one foot. There was only 1 foot there.
No, I'm talking about just in general. I don't mean Shah.
In general, if that was in the middle of the park, that would have been a free kick very easily. But the rules seem to change when it's in the box, don't they? They seem to change a little bit.
We didn't get it. Listen,
do you know what
I said last week? Swings and roundabouts. I didn't think we'd swing it around within 7 days after the Liverpool game. I didn't think we'd swing it around that quick, but they did do, and it is what it is. I'm not going to do an Arsenal and cry about referees for 20 minutes. It was what it was. But one thing I want is, can we just stop saying referees are on our side? Because they're clearly not some of them.
The referees are just poor. There's, to be fair, there has been a little bit of consistency this weekend because the offside decision, whether you like it or not, the line was drawn on a part of his arm that you're allowed to score with, like the sleeve. And they also did that in the Chelsea game as well, and they also did that in another game today, in the Villa game. So they have actually been
no,
but they have been consistent.
His feet weren't off the ground. On that cartoon, his feet's off the ground. They weren't off the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, because look, this was the actual image.
Yeah,
that's someone has done. Look where Diaz is, and look where Bruno is.
It was tight.
That's offside.
But I don't think that should be offside. And I say this all the time.
You can't say it shouldn't be. Bruno's foot is ahead of Diaz.
But all the lines right. This is the other thing.
Someone said this, and then he did this. It showed it like that. So he's doing it in a mathematical way.
Yeah. So we have to go off what VAR are using, and they put the lines down, and he was onside.
But as you can see there, his foot's on the ground. I don't know why they've got Diaz jumping.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
That makes no sense, and that does make a difference.
Yeah.
It does. Listen, it swings and roundabouts.
Yeah,
like
it is what it is. Yeah,
it was offside. Couldn't have counted. On another day, last week we got one. This week we didn't. It is what it is. But I mean, Baz, talk about your lot, because obviously I've got to say, first half I thought Doku was causing all sorts of problems, and then I thought Eddie Howe stopped that by packing out your midfield again, stopping Doku. See, now this is why I honestly believe everyone's going about Oscar Bob and Savio. I think this is just my opinion. Why they came on is because the only space we had was out wide. And they're natural wingers. Mamouche, because this is another debate we've had for months within the fan base.
Yeah.
I used to say, put Mamouche on the left wing, and the response I generally got was, he's not a winger. You'll remember that, Ed. That's what we got. He's not a winger. I know everyone wants to bang him out, because the problem is Mamouche, he's not a winger who's going to run down the line, put balls in. He wants to go in the line and come inside. But the trouble is that inside for Newcastle was packed. There was no room.
Yeah. But Martin, I know what you're saying about the wingers, but our best one-on-one winger is Doku. Like, for what we were asking Bob and Savino to do, they can't do it better than Doku.
I thought he was having an all right game, especially in the first half. He caused us a lot of trouble. But like you said, we did the right thing. We sat deep. We doubled up on him. We made it hard for him to get round. And when he came inside, he hit a brick wall. So
never a pen. Jesus. In the teams we had that came back in the past were much better than this. Pepper's never lost 4 games in the first 12. It's just not good enough to win leagues.
But Martin, I think that game did show why we need a, whatever people want to say, a true out and out winger. I think that game showed it, because we do have a lot of players that play inside the pockets. And
doesn't want to play with wingers, that's clear.
I know, but a lot of teams can just do what Newcastle did, and we're stuck.
No, that's the point. Yeah, I agree with that.
You've got to get a lot of luck as well.
Out and out wingers that go to the line and put the ball in.
No, I just think you need one. And I just don't think Oscar Bob and Savio are to that level just yet, because they can't really beat their man one-on-one on a consistent basis. At least for me.
See, this is what JM said. Pep don't do touchline wingers. Not anymore, we don't.
But no. I think, but you got to give credit to Newcastle, right? They changed their game plan. They changed out their tactics. and you just have to give credit to them for that. And they're very resolute. I think, the games I watched in Newcastle in the past, sometimes they do go early when they put all their men behind the ball. And I thought they were just asking for wave of pressure, but they were resolute in their defense and lasted the whole extra time too. So you got to give them the credit for that.
Mm. What game was it where Mamouche played on the left wing earlier on in the season?
He hasn't this season.
No, he did. He did. I'm trying to
No, he's
think
been
where it
injured.
was. No, he wasn't. He was there for Wolves, Tottenham, and didn't get injured until the first international break in September.
He didn't start any of those games though.
Sure, which one was it? Was it Tottenham?
I don't remember him starting.
Yeah, Tottenham.
Okay, Tottenham.
Played on the left wing. And that was where the debate, because there was a debate after the Tottenham game, he's not a winger. Why are we putting Mamouche on the wing?
No.
So what I mean, we can't be flip-flopping this. Mamouche is a winger one game, he's not the next.
No.
I understood why Mamouche didn't. The sub, if you're going to do it, and people say go 2 up front, we're never going to go 2 up front. I just think Eddie Houbaz got his tactics spot on and forced us to go out wide.
I think one of the things that we did really well with, which we haven't seen in especially the last 2 away games, is our high press was back as well and the intensity was there. And that was evident, especially in the first half, when we nearly scored in the first 26 seconds. We wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for the high intensity and being brave and being high up the pitch. And we also nearly cost us a goal 2 minutes later as well, though, because we were too high up and allowed Haaland to get in. But, I mean, we created some unbelievable chances in that first half. The Voltemada header, I still can't believe he missed that. And that was a beautiful cross from Murphy. I think that's one of the things we've also changed. I don't know if you've noticed in our tactics. Like normally when we have our 2, wingers or our forwards, whatever you want to call them, left forwards, right forwards, Murphy stays out wide all the time and Barnes is cutting in a lot. And he's actually very central. And I saw that a lot in the second half, especially. And this is why I said to you guys, we need Tino and Lewis Hall to play at our best football. Because without them, there's nobody else mobile enough to get up the left wing, especially to get past Harvey Barnes and to help him out. And then there's nobody quick enough to get up with Murphy to help him out. And that was completely different yesterday. Those 2 players changed the game, changed our tactics, changed the way we play.
About to say that, yeah.
Lewis Hall is just an unbelievable.
Livamento and Hall changed your setup.
Yeah.
Changed your setup.
And that's how we got the first goal in the second half. If you watched how the way we went through like a knife through butter through the middle of your team, but look where Harvey Barnes was when he picked up the ball and scored. He's meant to be on the left wing, but he wasn't. Cut right inside, played a lovely little 1-2 with Bruno in a way, and then he slotted it in the bottom corner. It was a fantastic team goal. And again, that's all down to the tactics of Harvey Barnes being more central than being out on the left side. But Murphy was always out there on the right-hand side as an outlet if we needed to go long, because you weren't really watching him a lot. You weren't, you didn't think he was dangerous enough, I don't think. And you just thought, well, if they're going to ping the ball out to him, we'll get to him and we'll stop him, which he did for most of the game. But he did put in some lovely crosses as well at times. I'll tell you what, the other thing.
Mamouche will have to leave very soon at this rate.
I feel sorry for him. But what do you make of Malik Chow now?
Oh, I've said it was been your best thing. I think Haaland was.
I've always said he was a good player.
There's a lot of people who don't actually realize how good he is. And for £30 million, that is an unbelievable signing. And that tackle on Haaland was very much like Bobby Moore. It was that good of a tackle. And if you haven't seen the Bobby Moore tackle on Pele...
Yeah, I would agree. We need someone of the Elliot Anderson ilk. I mean, I will say yesterday it's the first time this season we've missed Rodra.
I think Joe Linton probably had one of his better games for us this season. He's gone missing quite a lot. And that's because of Joe Linton, because he was bullying you smaller players. And if Rodri was there, he wouldn't have been able to do that. Because Rodri wouldn't stand for it, and he'd give it back just as much
No,
as he gets.
I just
All
thought,
on Arsenal.
I think you see Nico can pass, but Rodri's passing range, when you're going to be on the ball like that, he's able to unlock the defense better, and he's able to move the ball faster, because a couple of times when the ball got to Nico, it got stuck to him, and he didn't know how to move the ball forward and sideways. And when you're playing a possession-based tactics, your six needs to be able to move it, knows where the ball needs to go like that, so you can get those overloads, so you can just move the defense that much faster. And I think that's where Rodgers, he's just better at in his game right now.
Would I take Arteta? No, wouldn't.
Oh, that's not right.
No.
Why would you want Arteta?
The thing is,
I suppose he was on your
Adam,
coaching staff, wasn't he? I forgot about that.
Adam, you just put there. The thing is,
I did. I saw it before, Jim.
I wouldn't take Arteta. No. I wouldn't. He's not been the most consistent manager the past 3 years. How?
I think he means like the level they play at, I guess.
So finishing second is consistent, is that?
Yeah, that's what he means.
Well, it is consistent, isn't it? Because it's second.
If we did that, our fan base would go in meltdown and we finished 3 years on the bounce.
Oh yeah. Well, you're used to winning things now. Arsenal aren't.
This is the problem. Midfielders also probably Rodri keeps getting injured. The Kovacic's out till March. And midfielders also needing Jan. You do realise we haven't got the room to bring all these players in. You do know that, don't you? You're going to have a busier January than you had this January. The way everyone's going on, we have 26 players. You're going to have to get, if you want to bring in a winger, a fullback, and a midfielder, you're going to need 3 out. Well, 3 or 4 out and 3 in. Squad isn't good enough. It was good enough last week. This is what amazes me. The squad was good enough last week. Now it's suddenly not.
It's the bipolar in the fan
Yeah,
base.
of course it is.
We have it in our fan base as well. I mean, everything's back to normal now. Everything's rosy. Then if we lose next week,
how's the best manager in the world?
I've always said that regardless of what the results are, that's the difference. But there's people who will say Eddie Howe out, and then this week Eddie Howe in is the best thing since sliced bread. Then we get beat off Everton next week. It's Eddie Howe out again. It's just.
It's modern day football, yeah.
Like we just said, City had won 6 out of 7. We were flying. We lose one game, and suddenly it's doom and gloom, and now squad shit again.
I have to admit, you were spot on at the start of it, though. I thought a lot of your fan base just expected to come to St James's Park and win because of where we are in the table, but they didn't actually look at our home form. We haven't lost a game at St James's Park in 6 games. And that was including 2 Champions League games and 3 Premier League games. And now we've just added you guys to that list as well. So our home form is actually a lot better than what I think a lot of people have been given the club credit for. They just look at the league table position. Oh, Newcastle are in a crisis. This is happening, that's happening. No, we're in a crisis away from home, not at home. Our home form is actually very good. Only got beat off Arsenal, only got beat off Liverpool, and we're talking about the 99th minute and the 95th minute we got beat off them, both teams. So, and down to 10 men against Liverpool, and we should have beat them. So I just think a lot of fans just look at tables and they just think, oh, well, the 14th, where Man City, we're challenging for the league, we're going to turn up there and win.
Yeah, and I said at the start, I think we all did that. All of us. Yeah, spot on. City need players to leave before you bring anyone in. And that's just factual, guys. And people go like, well, you've got, like here, in those 26, you've got Phillips and Ortega who aren't even used, but they're still registered, Rob.
Sorry, I'm building Lego with my son as well.
You've still got Phillips, Ortega, Rico Lewis, Oscar Bob. What do you do with them? This is my thing, though. Oscar Bob, 4 weeks ago, was the best thing since sliced bread. Everyone was raving Oscar Bob is going to be the next big thing. They were raving all these players, and now everyone's shit again. Foden has had one bad game, and now he's back to being absolutely crap again. Haaland's had one bad game. He's suddenly crap again. Nobody wanted Reinders. 2 weeks ago, people were killing Reinders. He's not good enough. He's not ready. Now, all of a sudden, we should have played Reinders.
I thought he looked good when he came on, though. I don't know what other people thought.
We're flip-flopping all over the show here. We're going left, right, up and down, sideways and diagonal at the minute. It's crazy. Get rid of Savio and bring in a proper winger. One for one.
But if Pep's not playing with proper wingers, why are the fan base screaming out for proper wingers when he's not going to do it? He's not going to listen to you. He's going to play his way. And his way is, at the moment, he wants to be faster on the break through the middle, not down the wings, because he thinks it's the way to play.
But Baz, our proper wingers are Bob and Savinho.
Yeah, but he doesn't play them.
But when you want to bring somebody on,
when you want to bring someone on, but what I'm saying is that you're crying out for you to go like for like replacement instead of actually buying, maybe selling a proper winger and then buying another player who fits the system. Wouldn't that be the right way to go about it? If Pep is this way of playing now, he needs players on the bench that fit his system.
But you need more than one way to play, though. Like, if I have a team against Newcastle who's overloaded in the middle, I'm not going to bring on another player in an overloaded midfield.
So I'm going to minute my that out. Why did Doku need time? Bob needs time, but Savinho's not allowed the time.
Good question.
No, the thing is, with Savinho, it's nothing to do with the Bel Air. It's to do with what happened in the summer. And everyone keeps telling me, all I've read today, you should have took the 70 million. What 70 mil?
Yeah, who put the bid in?
I keep saying this. Who's put the 70 million pound bid in?
Was it Spurs that were Spurs looking at him or something? Was that the one?
Yeah, but they never bidded 70 million.
Yeah.
They never bidded it. This is the concern. 6 away games, 2 wins, 1 draw, 3 defeats. That's the concern. We need to get our away form back.
Our away form's worse.
But we need to sort the away form out. 100%. Our away form at the minute is because we've lost 3 games, 4 games, and 3 of the 4 are away. We've got to start winning more. 100%. Trouble is, Neil, it's whether Bob's willing to wait another year. The problem is 2 losses against Spurs and Brighton made the margin better. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. That's why I said I think you can lose 6 games max. And the trouble is we're only 2 away from losing the 6. But the trouble is, Mad Hatter, the only ones available, the only ones out there who do that, because Rodrigo doesn't score, by the way. Check his stats in La Liga. I don't care what he does in the Champions League. Look at his stats in La Liga. Elisa, but Bayern aren't going to sell him.
No, they just bought him.
And Semenyo, well, Semenyo's not doing a lot anymore.
No, has he had his purple patch?
What's Semenyo done lately? Again, Semenyo's still a gamble.
And that's the problem with January. Do you take the risk?
Yeah, and that is a part of the problem. I mean, did Semenyo, I don't know, did he score yesterday, Semenyo? I know they got back to 2-2.
I think it finished 2-2, didn't it? I don't know who scored for them.
I can let you know right now.
There was a penalty, I remember that.
Nope, he didn't score.
Oh, there you go. But did he assist? That's another thing. Well, there you are.
So he didn't assist or score. So is Semenyo just going through his purple patch? He didn't even play, actually. So why did he be injured?
That's a great comment.
Is he injured?
He might be injured. You know?
Is he down tools?
No, he hasn't down to.
Reiners is 27. If he's not ready, why did we buy him? He's been massively underwhelming for me. Exactly. There was no 70 million. Thank you. Where the hell's this 70 million come from?
Just because he's 27, by the way, doesn't mean you're ready to come from a foreign league to play in the Premier League. Yes, you might have the tools and done well in the league you were in, but you still got to get up to speed with the Premier League, and that's not easy. Especially for players that come from Germany and places like that, they seem to struggle. And there's Mario.
Kelster, I know what you're saying, but we don't have the midfielders for what you're talking about. I
like this. Savino's getting murdered about a fake transfer story.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
You want to say hello?
Number 26 can go for free. Hello.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You'll be 7, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you a Newcastle fan as well?
He's a Newcastle and a York City fan.
Oh, he had the Sutherland colors, so we were confused.
I'm just wondering if he decided to support the bigger club in York.
No, he's got a lot of York City tops, to be fair. He doesn't have many Newcastle tops, but
do you know what? That is spot on. Our worst performance this season was Villa away. Other away games were not that bad. We just didn't take our chances. Spot on.
Yesterday could have been a very different result had Haaland had scored after we missed our massive chance. That could have been our heads down.
Spot on.
Here we go again. But luckily you missed. And the first half was for the neutral. It was a great first half. For me and you guys sitting there, I was terrified, especially when we kept on missing our huge chances. When Baltimore went through 1-on-1, I was like, why has he not scored that? He should be putting that away.
Yeah.
Put them away for Germany. Why didn't he do it against? I know Donnarumma's a top goalkeeper, but he hit it straight at him. It's like he's got to do better in that position. So,
that's why I was like, I wasn't that surprised because I know sometimes you guys don't finish that well, and sometimes you guys do struggle to score and put away chances. I just thought our players would be able to. Like if our team's got the same amount of chances, I thought we would put them away at a higher clip, and that just wasn't the case.
Yeah, and that's football for you sometimes.
Yeah,
I remember obviously back in the day when we were good and we were free flowing football and we used to score loads of goals. We'd go to one game, say Southampton at home, hammer them 7-1. We'll go to the next game, can't buy a goal, and that's just football. It's weird how it works out sometimes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Amar makes a great point. The Premier League is becoming even more physical, and our team generally comes second to any physical. And that is why Viano has made a very big point lately about we need to buy more physical, direct, and mobile players.
I mean, look how many teams are now looking at throwing the ball into the box from deep free kicks, which they never used to do. They used to then kick the ball in, and try and transition up the field and then get across in. Now it's load the box. Even if you're 50, 60 yards away, load the box and fling it in. If you've got a throw in, find someone who can throw the ball as far, get on top of your goalkeeper. It's just, football's gone back to the 80s a little bit.
Yeah.
In those ways.
Yeah.
And if you've got the players to do it, why not? Because it showed with your goal, because you kept the ball alive in the box, and then you got a snapshot off, which the goalkeeper can't see because there's about 7 players in front of him, and it goes through Shaw's legs, and it's in the back of the net. And that's what happens when you take a risk loading the box. If you can win that second ball, you've got a chance of scoring goals.
Right, Bells, what do you mean by Pep must act now? Act now where and what?
Talking about team formation, talking about lineups, talking about.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Because again, if you think we can just sell 5 players in Jan and bring in 3 players in Jan, my word, I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, January is a hard window to play around in. It's like that quote reminded me of the one today where someone said to Ben Stokes, "You just need to bat longer." Yeah, It's not as easy as that. There's another team trying to knock your head off and trying to get you out. And if they're better than you on the day, you can't just bat longer. It's like, Jesus.
At least you got 5G and 8, but that's hindsight though, Ro.
Oh, I hate that
That's
stat.
hindsight.
I hate that stat. It's not. It's
Yeah, and City are not paying 150 mil for Elisa. Real Madrid are not paying that. Oh yeah, they're saying happy birthday to your son. Yeah, big happy birthday.
You can't hear. I've got my headphones in.
70 million keeps getting repeated on certain channels on air. Certain channels keep telling them we should have taken the 70 mil. Don't know where that's come from. What is that toy? Lego. Playing Lego.
Mario Lego.
Always time for a bit of Lego.
I was more of a puzzle kid.
Lego's not cheap now anymore. Have you seen how much Lego is?
No, they're not.
Expensive.
It is. You should see his bedroom, man. He's got
especially for the sets, certain sets, yeah.
Criticised Semenyo for a pub. No one criticised him. I'm sure people just listen to what they want to hear. Semenyo isn't that good anyway. The fan base is just desperate.
I like Semenyo, but I just don't know if he's the level that you guys need. I mean, you would walk into potential Newcastle.
More from Foden, the brother, he's on 225.
Oh, I hate that as well. I hate that. Oh, he's on 500,000 a week. He should be doing better than that. He should be doing this. He should be doing.
Yeah, just because he's on 225 doesn't mean he's not. He can't have a bad game, guys. Like, what are we doing here?
They're not robots, man. It's it's not their fault to get paid that kind of money.
Adam, do you have a bad day at work?
I've had a bad day at work, yeah. It happens.
Do you know what I mean? Should we go through the amount of people who are on mega money in the world? They do have bad days.
Look at our government. Jesus.
The thing is, people are talking yesterday like this was last season. It was nothing like last season. People are melting down like it was last season. That was night and day.
I know you want to win trophies and you want to win everything and all this sort of stuff, but you've also got to remember when you're fighting in this league and you've got Arsenal now who are very well equipped, you're not going to win every Premier League. You know, you've also got other competitions that you were in that you could win. As long as you finish in the top 3, it's a great season. And then you go and win maybe the Champions League, you go and win the FA Cup. You know, we're talking about 4 trophies you can potentially win, and all the teams are gunning for them. Teams are now targeting the Carabao Cup, the bigger teams, because they think it's an easier route to win a trophy now, because of the way the setup is. That's why if you look at the teams that are still in it, it's almost, is it all Premier League teams now in the quarterfinal?
Yep.
Yeah, that would never happen, did it? Like, not that long ago. I would say 5 years ago, if you looked at who got to the quarterfinals, you would always have a couple of surprises in there. Not now. Everyone is targeting that trophy because it's a trophy at the end of the day. And then the FA Cup's now being targeted again because there's only a couple of teams who are equipped to win the Premier League.
Yeah, it gets you into Europe as well. Yeah.
Gets you into the Europa League, doesn't it? The FA Cup gets you into the Europa Conference, the Carabao Cup. And then if you win the Europa Cup, it gets you into the Champions League. It's why we've got 6 English clubs in it now. There's other ways and other revenues of getting into Champions League where everyone wants to be, to then be able to try and build a squad to compete against all these massive teams. And you guys are there to be hit. So are Arsenal and so are Chelsea. And Liverpool are certainly getting hit right now, aren't they? I mean, Jesus. I've never seen such a massive collapse in my life. It's a different story, though. I'm enjoying that one a lot, as you can imagine.
People would take Alicia over La Liga one season wonder. Guy, I'm going to say this. Why would Alicia leave Bayern Munich?
Exactly. They've got a chance of winning the Champions League. They're going to win their league. They've probably got a great chance of winning. They've probably got a great chance of doing a treble. So why would anyone want to leave Bayern Munich right now? Unless it's for money. But don't they pay like decent wages?
Yeah. I don't get this. The thing is, there's a little bit of arrogance crept in that we can just go to any football club and take their players. So here's a question then. If Real Madrid come to get Erling Haaland, can Real Madrid say we're Real Madrid?
Oh, yes.
No, but that's my point. So why are we?
Yeah.
Why do we think we're the biggest football club in the world? We're not.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, going to hit you with a bit of reality here. We're not the biggest football club in the world.
You're one of them now. On current, in the last 10 years, last 10, 15 years, Man City are now one of the biggest clubs in the world. But then there's a lot of players look at history. And then you look at the Ajaxes, you look at the Bayern Munichs, you look at the Barcelonas, Real Madrid, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan. You know, they all have that pull because of and Man United, unfortunately, because of their history. You know, and that's something that City have a bit of history, Newcastle have a bit of history, but nowhere near to the level of those clubs. And playing for Real Madrid is like Beckham went there, Michael Owen went there, Jonathan Woodgate went there. You know, when Real Madrid comes calling, there's not many clubs can stop a player from going there. Unless you're Paul Scholes. I think he was the only one who refused to leave Manchester United, wasn't he? And he was one of everywhere.
I fully expect Foden to score that goal. It's a 6-yard tap in.
12.
What?
12-yard tap in.
Is that a tap in now? Are we calling that a tap in?
Are you talking about the one the second one?
The side foot.
Yeah, that's a Martin. He had that's yeah, Martin.
Yeah.
That's
the one that got pulled back.
That's
12
yeah.
yards out. That
yeah, not the one Shark
win.
came in on, but a side footed one. Yeah, he has to bury that. That's
no, I agree. I'm not saying it. I'm listening. Foden had a poor game, 100%. Was it his worst game in a City shirt? No. I've seen him play far worse last season.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying that. Yeah, that should have been in the back of the net. Yeah, that's.
See, you just got that off Hamza, though, man. Adam, you got that off Hamza. Why are the standards so low? Here we go.
What standards? What standards are low? I don't get it. It was a great game of football to watch.
Standards so low.
It was honestly, I don't get. 1995, 96, we're going for the Premier League title. We go to Anfield and get beat 4-3. Everyone remembers that game. You know, some games are good to watch for neutrals and horrible to watch as your own football club. But everyone keeps coming back to that 4-3 game to me as a Newcastle fan. I say, well, when you watch it back now, still hurts, but it was a great game of football. And last night was a very good advert for Premier League football because recently I think it's been slow. Yeah, I think it's been slow. I think it's been too tactical when it comes to set pieces. And last night you saw two teams actually want to try and win a game in open play. And it was fun to watch in a way. It obviously for me now, after winning it's obviously a hell of a lot more fun. But at the time, I was at a pub that wasn't really a football pub in York, and I was screaming my head off. I'm surprised I didn't get chucked out. But sometimes you've got to put your hands up and say the better team won. And I know it's hard for a lot of your fans to do that because they're so used to winning last minute games against us. And it just, this time, you didn't have a Kevin De Bruyne to pull you out of the shit. It happens.
The problem is, mate, it's league or bust for many. Because, listen, I'm big up to anyone who's become a City fan in the last 10 years. Some people have only become City fans in the last 10 years due to the winning. And they've not experienced the pain of losing. And when you don't win, you don't know how to handle it. And that's fine. I get it. I understand that. But I've said this. I said this when we won 4 in a row. We weren't going to win 10 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row. My thing is, as long as we're challenging, and we're challenging.
Yeah.
As long as we're challenging up to April, May time, challenging is what I asked
we're
for.
still third, right? I think we're third.
Yeah. It's November. The league is not over.
No, I mean, we're 5.
Running, many think it is over.
We're 13th and we're 5 points off 4th.
Okay, I'm with a very mature comment here. We can't win every year. We have won more than our fair share already. This rebuild will take a little longer than expected. The problem is, many want us to go back to domination. I heard that a lot yesterday, coming back from the concert. We're not dominating like we used to. We will never dominate like we did again. Never.
No, because other teams are catching up now.
This is not fantasy football. Our squad is not as good as it was. That squad we had took 10 years to build. Took us 7 years to win the Champions League.
Like, guys, do you know how many bad signings we had in a 10-year period of time? That was, we had the best track record at signing people in a 10-year span. And you're going to have a lot of flops along the way. And to not have that many flops in a 10-year span, it's hard.
Well, it is on cue. On cue. Well. I said, Baz, I think I said to you on Friday, there's one fan who will come in with the I got you moment, and here he is.
I got you. Oh man, you lose a
I
football
told
game.
you we'd lose. Because more people are bothered to be right than they are supporting their football team.
Yes, I hate that. I found the stickers. Jesus, I hate Lego.
That's what people want to do. They want to be more right than back their own team. And there's the other thing they go, my fan base, my club. It's our club. Not one fan on their own runs the fan base. There is no leader of the fan base. It doesn't me treating when people go, this my fan base bit. I've had a nightmare days at work. I always kick myself because I did. Phil, whatever his earnings, didn't deliberately play badly or miss chances by design. He just had a bad day. Look, we are Manchester City. There they are. We are Manchester City.
And we are Newcastle United. And they are Arsenal. And they are Chelsea. You know, if every fan base kept on saying the same thing, you know, everyone, it's like everyone expects to win a trophy that it's easy to do it. There's a lot of our fan base saying, well, we'll just start spending and we'll blow everyone out of the water. Spending money doesn't guarantee success.
We are Manchester City, raise the level. Please don't tell me how to support, mate, after 44 years. I've been to more City games than you've had hot dinners, with respect, mate. Ain't no Johnny come lately. Perez isn't paying money for anyone, true. Support how you want to support, but don't. Can we stop doing this, telling people how to support? Support how you want to do. Give your opinion, not others.
And if someone doesn't agree with your opinion, have a debate. Have a sensible debate.
Who wants to sit on a bench and we aren't winning?
No one wants to sit on the bench even when you're winning. Surely. No player wants to sit on the bench regardless.
Listen, we yesterday was not great. I disagree. I don't think we deserve to lose. I think a draw would have been a fair result. You may disagree with that, Baz. I think a draw would have been a fair result from both sides.
Of course I disagree.
No, you will. And you'll do it later on your show. But I think a draw was a fair result. I think we had issues in both boxes. We didn't defend as well as we have done in recent weeks. I think Pep chose the wrong formation. But I think both formations surprised me, the way Newcastle set up, the way City set up. And Newcastle tactically was spot on.
Baz, I'm not going to be available later on, so you might as well say what you got to say now. Get the banter in now.
So what should we do, Martin? Signs right? No, I'm not saying that, but you can try. But no, my point is, Dash, if City, you know this, if we try and buy Lisa and he doesn't come, it's sat the board.
But Elise is not going to come to Man City in January after just signing for Bayern.
Yeah, this and Dash, you know this.
Yeah, not January. No, not January.
He might come in the summer.
January, Dash.
Yeah. He might come in the summer, maybe, if he's had a year and he feels like he wants a different challenge and wants to come back to the Premier League. He may come back. But right now, why would you leave Bayern Munich when you're going to win all those trophies, potentially win the Champions League? Because there's definitely a club who could do that with Harry Kane and Elise and everybody else who plays for them. He's not going to leave in January. He's got unfinished business for the season, and you'll wait until that's done, then regroup in the summer, and then decide whether he wants to do another year in Germany. Baz, did you just say Liverpool title defence, worst you've ever seen? No, I didn't say worst ever seen. I'm just saying I can't believe how quickly they've dropped down the league after spending 500 million.
Yeah, the only winger you're going to be able to buy in January is like a Leal, a Rodrigo, or
And Leal would be a good shout. But will AC Milan sell him, and will he leave Italy?
Yeah, I think he's ready to leave there. Yeah, I think he's ready to leave there.
Every away loss is a disgrace to a near relegation team as well. 15th.
See, there we go. Just looking at the league table, not looking at Newcastle's home form and how good and how strong it is. That's what I mean by the fans who don't look into things properly.
Yeah, it is what it is. It was a great watch for tuning TV. It was just not a great result for us. Better team walks away, 3 points. Martin, you owe me a lifetime of Costa Coffer. Why? See, you're turning into like Hamza fan. You're wishing City to lose now. Newcastle were definitely the better team. I disagree. Think they had better moments. Don't think they were a better team. I don't think City were as bad as people are proclaiming. That's my opinion.
I think we created more clear-cut chances than you did.
Well, if
especially in the first half.
Hang on, Miles. If Foden's a tap in and Haaland's got a tap in from 5 yards and he's got a tap in, all he has to do is lob Pope. Do you know what I mean? I think the chances were as good as each other's.
We had 4 in the first half. We should have scored.
We had 4.
Easily. You had 3 in the first half. I would say 3 in the first half.
No, Bernardo, Foden, the 2 Haaland.
Which was the Bernardo one?
When he put it wide.
No, that wasn't a big chance.
Yeah, that wasn't a big chance. That wasn't not for Martin. When has Bernardo curved the ball top bins?
That's not a big chance. I'm talking
a serious challenge. All right,
I'm
so when we
talking
won
a
the league when
1-on-1.
Arsenal were 8 points behind, was that not a serious challenge? Have you been a City fan 5 minutes?
Don't get wrong.
I'm asking. No, I'm asking because you're saying 7 points. We've come behind from 8 points, 10 points behind. How is 7? Oh my God.
It's not doomsday. I don't understand why people have got this doomsday attitude. I mean, a lot of Newcastle fans have it as well. Yeah, but you're still not out of the league title race yet. There's been 12 games played. We're now going into the most important run of the Premier League, and you always come alight around about December, January time, and then you go on a run where no one can beat you. And you could easily do that again this season, potentially. It's all about being consistent. I would say there's 3 teams being consistent at the moment in the Premier League. Well, 4 if you want to include the unwashed down the road. But Villa, Hughes, and Arsenal.
You mean
Chelsea
Villa
is
are in the top
starting.
4 now? In that Villa?
Yeah, Villa are on a good run. They again went 1-0 down and managed to pull the game back in the second half and win it. Chelsea are winning games now. You could probably say they're becoming a form team. But there's not many teams who have got the run of form that you guys have, Villa have, and Arsenal have, and unfortunately Sunderland. But they'll disappear. So it's not doomsday. You lost the game of football.
Villa are 4th in the league, and everyone's talking like, when we got spanked at Villa, we should. How long has Arsenal process been, Martin? 5 years, 6 years? So, I mean, everyone's glazing Arsenal now. It's took them 5 or 6 years to get to this. We're not giving anyone 14 months to get to this. We're not a good side at all, poor. Oh, sorry, we're a good side, not at all poor. I would agree with that. It does appear all the fans no longer see the quality and level of football like yesterday's game. To some, only the point of football is to win. Yeah. Because of the season is long, Super City, we've always been a second half of the season team. 44, thought you were 42. I agree with you. I'm 43 in 2 weeks. Martin, do you know if there was saying, yes, there is interest in Semenyo, but others have already done a march on it. Sat the board, sell the ground, and let's become a theme park.
Oh, that's a different story. That doesn't affect what's happening on the pitch. I mean, come on. I mean, Newcastle are going through that at the moment with the backroom staff and everything that's going on. The only way that affects you on the pitch is if you have a poor summer window and January window. Yous haven't had a poor window. Yous have actually spent a lot last January getting the business done very early for this season, didn't you, really, when you think about it?
Yeah.
And that's good planning.
I think we are doing that, Dash. Dash, you know they're trying to still fight for this title.
And I'd love it. Love it if we
Dash, you know we are. So, of course, the mindset, and that's the image, so our mindset is to win everything. But you can't say, we're talking about the fans' expectation, Dash. If fans can't be expecting a treble year in, year out, otherwise you're going to have a very unhappy football world.
It's impossible to keep that standard up. There are other massive clubs wanting to win these trophies that you want to win.
Dash, don't fall into the trap. You're falling into the trap, and you know the trap more than anyone.
Plus, if you keep winning treble after treble after treble, it'll get boring. You lose that thrill.
I agree. Newcastle out-battled us in midfield. 100% they out-battled us.
And then we had the quality when it was needed.
That's true. We are still hearing from the Rodri handball. This isn't challenging my opinion. We've come back from far bigger gaps, Jessa. Far bigger gaps. Right. Again, I will go to February. Got beat at Tottenham late January, drew at Forest, and we went on and won the treble.
There you go.
Was you about to? Have you got a jump, Baz?
Yeah, I got to do bath.
Yeah, you go and jump.
I just want to say to Ed, Haaland's still a pony when he plays against Newcastle. And you know I'm right. One goal since he joined Man City against Newcastle. Told you he likes to fight. He doesn't like when he's fighting against Newcastle, he forgets how to score. And he did a lot of fighting yesterday.
Yeah,
pleasure as always.
No worries, mate. Speak to you later. I'll speak to you later. 8 p.m. 3 black and white eyes. Me and Baz will go at it again.
Yeah, well, we've got a few people on, so it's going to be fun.
Well, I'm going to be outnumbered then. I'll just sit back.
Right. Speak to you soon, guys. See you, Ed.
In a bit.
Love you, Ed.
See you.
I didn't flop. Why is Martin flip? What am I flip-flopping on? Sorry, at least tell me what I'm flip-flopping on, mate. Question, do you think the club needs to be more ruthless? Yeah, but I think they will be. But they can't do anything now. It's November. When does the window open, Ed? Jan?
Yep, January. Yep.
Some of these fans might actually go to the Etihad if it became a theme park.
You mean people are going to give Pep another list?
Pardon?
You think people are going to give Pep another list? Is that where we're at right now?
Oh, yeah. There'll be another 17 players we've got to buy now. We were a much better side with the 8 points in 6 games, and Arsenal were definitely worse, so I don't care about that one. It's fine, your opinion. I believe in the team, but it isn't. It's just Arsenal's year. Squad cycling coming to its climax. Liverpool falling off again, struggling to gain consistency. Next year we go again. It's doomsday, mate. We'll be back next season. Let's concentrate on the UCL. I had called a draw, and a draw was what we earned yesterday. We Jack, 8 points, 6 points to go. 8 points, 6 games, and we still won the league. It's doomsday when a title can be lost on a point being robbed, lad. This squad has not got the quality. Martin, I think the subs were the wrong choice. It should have been Foden and Bernardo, not Cherka. I thought Cherky was not great yesterday. But he's still young, and he's still learning, should I say. He's young into the league, and he'll learn. This side is not as good as previous teams that have come back from points behind. 6 games, Spartacus. End of the world when we lose. We're fucking November. I'm sorry I have to believe this chat ain't proper blues. We go again Tuesday. Draw was the fair result without the match fixing. This Hamster fan is either a choll or just a complete tit. We're not quite ready for a Premier League title challenge this season. Facts. 8 points with 8 games to go. Martin, I think the subs were wrong. Martin, I said Newcastle deserved the win. Martin's in La La Land. I think you are thinking we're going to spend all this money in January, Bells. I remember City playing Chelsea when they were steaming the Premier League under Mourinho. We beat them 1-0 in a great game. Totally against the odds and opinions. Yesterday, both sides were capable. Anyway, Ed, anything you want to add? Big up, AK. Hope you're well. Smash the likes on your way in. Yep, we didn't take our chances.
Yeah, like I said this to me. I said this a lot of times. I think at times we cannot be. At times we struggle to be clinical, and when we struggle to be clinical, we allow teams to get chances and to feel like they have momentum in the game, and once you give a team a chance to get back into the game and not put it away, you're asking for trouble. And we had enough chances to kill that game. Even if Newcastle had chances, like I said before, we should have the quality to bury our chance more of our chances than theirs. And unfortunately, yesterday we didn't. And the guys that we would that we would allow that we would rely on to get chances from that to put them away had them and didn't take them.
Oh my God, Donnarumma was going to read my top half. Jesus.
You got to put Haaland in there too, mate. Come on now. You can't just say Donnarumma is the sole reason when everybody 2 weeks ago was saying we're Haaland FC.
Adam, I still think we'll win the league. I still think we'll win the league. Call me deluded. I said if Arsenal win it, I'll congratulate them. I still think we can win the league, yes. Not flip-flopped at all. So there's your gotcha moment down the bin, mate. About the boys, but it's getting tougher and tougher, isn't it? No. No, you should never not back the boys. That's what being a fan is.
Yeah.
Being a fan is backing and win, lose, or draw. City till we die.
And like Bass says, we're still competing for other trophies as well.
Sorry, what is this? What? Right. So we only support when we're winning? Look at someone in the chat. They were a Man United fan, and they swapped Man United when they were losing, and they've become a City fan now. I won't name them. They know who they are.
Allegedly.
Piss off, allegedly. I'm not having my account was hacked. No, I'm not having my account was hacked. No, I'm not having it. As a gunner, City is still scary. Thank you. And well done on your win today. The treble was massively anomaly. Of course, I can't expect it. That's something I've never seen live. But I won't mind the Carabao this season, FA Cup. I'm generally not asking a lot. Prove what? What am I proving? We only speak facts. Ezzy is 27, Cherky is 22. What's true?
Martin, Eze has one good game, and now he's the best player.
I'm sure some of these people are Arsenal fans in disguise.
Has to be. Eze has one good game. I'm sure
they are.
One good game.
Let's go back to pre-2008. I will be buzzing with an FA Cup. I still believe we win this league, but I'll say it.
When was the last time Tottenham beat Arsenal at Arsenal?
Don't know. You, Thomas?
I think it's been almost a decade. So I don't know why people are like.
Yeah, Arsenal were always beating Tottenham today. But why are you suddenly like, oh my God, Arsenal are beating Spurs? They always beat Spurs.
Especially at the Emirates.
Yeah. What am I smoking? B&H Blue Super King. We were wasteful, obviously, but that doesn't justify being robbed. I agree. We can still win the league. I believe we can as well. We are doing a double. We will come alive in Jan. I do believe that, yes. I think 1 or 2 players in Jan will give us a major boost, and I think we may get 1 or 2. Don't think we're going to get Elisa, as everyone thinks, believe, because I just don't think you will. Didn't take chances against Spurs, against Brighton, against Newcastle. Spot on. We need to be more clinical. We didn't get our chances for the penalty spot either. Who would you sign in the summer? What about Anderson? I don't mind Elliot Anderson. I think he'd be a very good player, Tom. Very, very good player. Not sure about the price, but that's down to the board. I'm not that bothered about prices so much. But yeah, I rate him. We'll see. I think we need. Listen, Morgan Gibbs-White was phenomenal yesterday at the at Anfield. But hey ho,
Martin, don't do this. Do not do this. Do not do this, Martin. Do not do this. Do not. We're not doing this summer.
Everyone told me he was shit and doesn't score at big grounds. Big up German chicken wings. Spot on.
We're not doing this year, Martin. We're not doing this. We're not.
Do you know there's 26 games to play yet? 26 games to be played yet. Why are we talking like it's April?
Well, we said this before, Martin. People just don't want to get their hopes up.
We're ending in a minute, Adam. I'll get you on next time, mate. Promise you. I promise you, mate. I'll get you on because we're going to end in a minute. Because who would you see leaving to bring in players? I'll email you. Because I honestly believe, I think one of the defenders will go, possibly Bob on loan, maybe Rico. Well, I'll email you. Martin, our season is over. Congratulations, Arsenal. Well done, mate. You can tell you were one who didn't believe in the treble. I'm not putting a domestic treble out the cards yet. Bring McAtee home. Wait, everyone in this chat said we'll be beating Newcastle 3-0. Absolute delusional. Oh, he gets one right. Anyway, right. I'm going to put it this way. No, I'm not going to forget the league. End of. Please don't tell me what to think. Call me delusional, whatever you want. I got called delusional when I changed my name to the treble father. Everyone called me delusional. You know what I mean? Who was the one smiling in May? A couple of super chats before we jump. Stephen, thank you, mate. I know you are an Arsenal fan, but well done your win today. Great Martins and Ed, mind the gap, and a very special thanks to you, Baz. Salute to you all. Thank you for the very generous £5, mate. But like I said, you can mind the gap, but you don't win the league in November, mate. They are prodigal fraud. How are you doing, mate? 2 wins in 6 away games. Yes, that does need to be addressed and massively improved. Massively improved. Great show. Cheers, mate. I'll email you in a minute. Martin, I warned you last week. League is done. There is no treble team. Forget it. Go win the cups. Title's not done, mate. Titles are won in May. Always going to be bumps in the road. Yeah, City weren't going to win 27 games out of 27. This ain't a football computer game. Listen, guys, everyone's entitled to opinion. Don't try and force them to change. Thank you very much. They are entitled to it. Well said, Dash. Now I know you're trolling, you little sod. You're proper trolling now. We could go down. Right, quick one. There'll be no Blues down under today, this week. There'll be stateside. My father's not very good at the minute again.
Are we doing post-match? We're going to talk about UCL, right?
Yeah, there will be a post-match on stateside on Wednesday. We'll do it Wednesday. I'm not sure what there'll be the next couple of days because I need to go and do some stuff with family. Things are not great at the minute. He's not in hospital or anything, but my mother is struggling. He was with us. He's gone back home now. I need to go and move there for a few days, go and live there. And so my access is going to be a bit up and down. So for the next couple of days, there won't be many shows.
Yeah, take all the time you need, Mark.
There will be a show tonight, 8 p.m, 3 Black and White Eyes. Over on Baz's channel. I know Ed won't be there. So we'll be back there'll be no Blues Down Under because Pat's working and Rich is working. So this week's going to be like that. I apologize in major advance because I need to go move to mum and dad's and their Wi-Fi is crap. Plus, you might end up with things on camera you don't want. Just got visions of me dad walking round behind me going, hi. Oh, you gotta laugh, you'll cry.
Hey, we've had worse, mate. Trust me, we've had worse.
Yeah, we've had Pat and his bra appear. Not Pat in a bra, his guest who was in a bra. So yeah, I know everyone. Listen, I get everyone's emotional. I get everyone's upset, but it's November. There is 26 games to go. There's other cups, there's other choice. If Arsenal win the league because they are the better team, you hold your hands up, you say congratulations, you move on. But this, everyone's crap. Pep's crap. This complaining, I get it. We changed our system, was wrong. We missed Rodri. We didn't take our chances in either box. I agree with all that. But having a meltdown about it might make you feel better. I get it. It may make you feel better. And by the way, Ed, you can hear me. I'm criticizing.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it in a very calm manner.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. But anyway, enjoy. Slap those likes. We will be back. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Thank you to all the very generous super chats, especially from Amar, Luke. Also, before we go, Abdullah, Stephen, etc. Before we go, don't forget Leeds United coming up. Donate a new Teddy, MCFC's food bank, not in my lifetime, and 1894 donate a new Teddy down at Leeds, over at the Nexon Bridge. I will be there donating it as well. So go and give Bevo a lot of love. He's worked magnificently on this. Only new teddies are allowed, and it is for children who are not going to receive anything this Christmas. So big up to everyone. Have a great time. Yes, City did lose, but we moved to the next one. Let's get the win against Leverkusen, beat Leeds, and let's get back on track straight away. Yeah? Might get a fair referee as well. Take care all, and as always, up the Blues.